Boom, I'm right back again, traders. So today we many people have asked for the supply and demand zones for beginners. Actually, it's so simple. Now for today's we are talking about supply and demand zones. So without much ado, let's enter into trade. Now how does the supply and demand look like? So a supply is the lowest point. A supply is the lowest point of buying, and demand is lowest point of buying, and supply is the highest point of selling. So usually we should buy at the, let me show you guys. So I'm meaning these. For you to buy, you buy at the lowest point, then you buy. That is where we call what? A demand zone. For a supply is whereby you sell at the lowest point, then you sell at that point. Those are called the supply and demand zone. How do we identify supply and demand zones into a chart? Boom. Let's go to a chart and look how they look like. So we have entered into our chart. I will show you how the supply and demand zones look like. So there is difference between a supply zone and a resistance. There is a difference between resistance and a support. So today we are specifying in demand and supply. So boom, into our chart. Let's look how they look. For example, this is a demand zone. This is a demand zone. So if we were to draw our line, this is our first line here, this one. So this is our demand zone. So when the price will reach at this demand zone, in the other one we call them order blocks. So when we reach at this demand zone, the market will be triggered up. So you can decide to put your sell limit here. So when the market reaches at this point, it bounces and goes up, guys. So this is another. Let's look for a supply zone. For a supply zone, let me zoom it clearly so you can see. So a supply zone, this is a very good supply zone. So let me show you. So for a supply zone, guys, we can see, you can draw a line here. So when a market comes at this point, it reverses. At this point, it reverses. So that is a sort of that is an example of demand and supply. So there is many example. Keep watching the top one price action strategy and you will understand it. We have seen that demand at the lowest point of buying, and the supply is the highest point of selling. So you should understand that if you want to be a top one price action trader. Peace with you guys.